send this 500. Oh yeah.
Right now, coming down, dude, right there, I got on the brakes. I was on the brakes at like 56 right now, and it was still pulling.
Right? That R1 is nuts. Plus you just got the tune.
Yeah. Money well spent. Well spent. This thing is wicked.
You've been running our primary kit. Well, you run two of our primary kits. You run two different primary kits from us. You've been running the SRM2 Helix for about what, 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
And it's been working great for you.
No issues, but this here,
this is a ball game
it's
changer.
a whole new level. It's a whole new level of speed, power.
Whole different.
Yeah.
You now have the R1 with our aggressive primary spring, is what I call it. It's not our smooth one. You like both of them.
I do.
So you're running right now the gray aggressive spring with the R1 with our new secondary spring. You drove this prior
Yep.
to the tune that we just did.
Yep.
It was an animal.
It was, yeah, we could have left it alone right then. I would have been completely satisfied.
Now the tune.
The tune really, really woke it up.
Yeah.
Really, the response it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable, the response. There's no lag. There's no punch and go. Hold on.
And this is a 500.
Yep.
And it's a 21?
21.
21
yep.
500.
21, I want to say it's got about 1,200 miles on it.
Yep.
Like that.
And you're running the same 27-inch Sun F tires that is on my 600. Mm-hmm. Same ones, are 27-inch. This thing pulls through the mud very well. The SRM2 Helix is really good for mud riders and stuff. It also has some good top speed. It's not bad at all.
Dude, 50-something miles an hour on something that don't weigh no more than what this does. Man,
now you told me earlier on the first test drive you gained mile an hour with this new Helix.
10.
All we did was change the Helix.
Change the Helix.
And
I gained in low, I gained another 10 mile an hour.
10 mile an hour.
Just by changing the Helix.
That's insane.
Yep.
And it still has a low end torque like your SRM2 did?
Yep. Yep. This is, for me, this is a total package, because we went to a different spring, and for power, more power, not so much speed, but power.
Right.
But I really liked the first setup. It was more torquey.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Where the second one, the power was there, but it was a smoother delivery.
Right.
This here, I still got the smooth delivery. I still got my punch back plus power. I mean, this
and speed.
This is, for me, this is the total package.
That's what I designed the R1 to do. I designed the R1 for guys that like to be kind of aggressive trail. They don't do all out mud, but they do quite a bit of mud, but they also like to hit the trails at 40 mile an hour. And people say you can't hit a trail at 40 mile an hour. Well, they haven't rode with us, have they?
You can with this.
Because we hit 50, 60 miles an hour on some of these trails.
Absolutely.
So the R1 is a game changer over the 2.
Absolutely.
The 2 is a great Helix.
Absolutely.
you know, it's a great helix. It has its purpose, and you still like the 2.
I sure do.
And in fact, you're going to keep the 2 and probably put it on that other secondary and be able to swap out like you do your primary spring.
Absolutely.
He changes out for different things. Different parks, he changes the clutch. He's got 2 different primary kits and that, so he can switch out anytime you want, because truth be told, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can have a good middle of the road. This is a good cake and eat it too situation.
Absolutely.
It really is. It is. But is it perfect in the bottom? No. Is it perfect up top? Is it perfect in the mid? No, but it's the best all through.
It's what you're using it for.
Exactly. And
what you want your machine to do.
Yep. So you have 2 different setups. You're like me. I have different setups for, like, if I'm going mudding, I have my mud setup. If I'm going actual trail riding, this is the setup I run, you know. But mudding, I have an aggressive mud kit, my overland. And that's when I'm hitting the mud parks and the water, and I put in my aggressive mud kit. But if I put in this setup, I know that if I go to a park, I can do all of the above just fine and still be able to hit 40, 50 mile an hour in the trails.
Yeah, this thing's just nasty.
It is.
It's just nasty. All I can say is you don't know until you try it.
That's right.
Money well spent.
So definitely everybody should get their tune, get their R1.
Absolutely.
I knew you'd like that tune. I knew you would.
Dude, this thing is sick.
And it's affordable. It's not, you know, it's not super crazy expensive. It's affordable.
I was happy before. I'm really happy now.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah. What do you say, guys? Huh?
He did. He flew.
He was flying. Now you're ready to hit the trails.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Cool. Let me ask you, Brian. Would you hesitate to buy another CFMOTO?
Nope.
Now, truth be told, you bought this one used and abused.
I did.
And you've put probably enough money in it, you could have bought a brand new Overland, or close.
Yeah, I've got a lot of money in it.
But would you do it all over?
Absolutely.
The projects are fun, ain't they?
Absolutely.
You,
it's all trial and error. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to figure out what works for you. You got to get old R.N.G, get your clutch kits. If you're having any kind of issues or any of that, just tell him what it's doing or not doing. He'll come up with your own setup, and it all started with a phone call.
Yeah.
And here we are. I mean,
a couple of years later.
The bike runs beautifully.
And have you ever had to replace the belt? I mean, when you first got it, I gave you a used belt.
Yeah.
I gave you a used belt.
Yeah, and then it was used, and just me being me, I just we were having some issues with the primary or the secondary. I'm not real sure.
Because it was packed full of mud and stuff.
Yep. And I had a mechanic tell me that, well, it was misaligned and it was this and that and the other. Well, we determined, and it kind of chewed the belt up. But Stephen and I got together and we got it figured out, and now we don't chew belts. It runs the way it's supposed to.
And you are running a CFMOTO OEM belt.
Yes, sir.
OEM is the only way to go.
The only way to go.
They're expensive, but I preach it all day long. I just had a gentleman this morning reach out to me. He's supposed to come today to get a belt because he spent $200 on an aftermarket belt and popped it. And he told me it lasted 36 miles, I think he said. I got the text. An aftermarket belt, and he's like, dude, I should have listened to you. $50 more or $40 more. He said he would have got an OEM one and been... Yeah.
It sucks thinking about putting that much money into it, but it's well worth it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's
Stuff
gonna
ain't
last.
cheap stuff ain't
Oh,
good.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But
my 2021, we've got a few dollars in it, and I use it and abuse it, but I take care of it too. If something breaks,
Yep.
I put OEM stuff on it, or I see what R.N.G says will work, And if he backs it, I'd buy it.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Yep. Heck yeah, good deal. Well, we're gonna get out on the trail sometime soon.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Weather needs to keep getting better, and we will.
Absolutely.
Oh, I know.
We're ready for it.
Got anything you want to say to the camera?
Just hey guys, if you need anything, come to us. www.rngperformance.net. We have a little bit of everything.
Yep, all parts, accessories, all the performance parts. Heck yeah.
It just works.
Yep.
It just works.